Oh, we are back. Dick Oliver standing by in Forest Hills. A problem with a swim club out there. Good morning, Dick.
Good morning, Lynn. Yes, the Forest Hills Swim Club. Lots of complaints about all-night parties, dance parties here. Let's get a look at the problem. First, we go to Queens Assemblyman Michael Cohen. Michael, I understand you've received a lot of complaints.
Yes, I have, Dick, and good morning. We're here at the Forest Hills Swim Club. It's quiet. It looks beautiful, but as you can see right over the walls here, there are homes. This club is situated in a residential neighborhood, 1, 2, and 3 family homes. And what all the people in this neighborhood know that this weekend, on Saturday night and Sunday night, between 11 p.m. and 5 a.m., they are not going to be able to sleep because there is going to be an entertainment event at this facility which will attract 1,000 to 2,000 young people. And at 4 a.m., they will all exit all at once, preventing people in this neighborhood from sleeping. And even the most well-behaved crowd, and this is essentially a well-mannered crowd, is going to wake up the whole neighborhood.
All right, let me get a response from the club owner, Mike Ricotta. Mike Ricotta, what is your response?
Well, good morning. This is actually an issue of color. We have been working with some black promoters over the past 30 years. We have had parties, we've run parties in the past, and we have not had the besiegement of city agencies that we currently have. We have been visited 22 times by various city agencies looking for loopholes to try and close us down, when in the past we've been visited by 1 or 2 over the course of 12 months.
What do you mean a problem of color?
Well, we've been working with some black promoters who have a black crowd. And that is particularly from July 3rd on, and that is when we started having trouble with the community and city agencies. I'd like to introduce Vince Sanders, who is one of our promoters.
Vince, you see it as a problem of color?
Absolutely. I mean, if you've been here and you've been doing business for 20 years, all of a sudden when you have a different clientele, let me state that we want a win-win situation. We want to work with Captain Lavelle. We want to work with the community board. This is a beautiful facility. As a promoter, it's my job to present a nice venue like this for my clients, and we want to work this out, but we don't want 2 sets of criteria. If there's a second agenda here, we want to adjust it and get it out in the open and fight it.
Michael, what do you want to happen here?
Well, essentially what I want to see happen here, I want to see the nighttime activity stop. This playing the race card is just obfuscating the issue. The issue is where we're standing now is a residential zone, and this club has misstated to the Consumer Affairs Department, to the New York State Liquor Authority, what the true nature of their business is. They're just saying that they're a club. They've mentioned nothing about nighttime entertainment. In fact, he was asked specifically on his SLA license, will there be entertainment here? And the answer was no.
You want this place to close down?
I just want the nighttime activities to stop. I want people in this neighborhood to be able to sleep, and I don't want their property abused. That's what I want.
All right, we've run out of time. I want to thank you all for coming out this morning and talking with us. All right, let's go back to the studio. Jim and Lynn.
All right, Ollie, thank you very much. Well,
Live from the New York studios of the WB11, Kylie Town, Jim Watkins, Sal Marciano with sports, and Mr. G with the weather. This is the WB11 News at 10.
A WB11 News at 10 exclusive outrage in the Queens community over late-night parties is leading to some ugly charges.
Good evening, everyone. Is this an issue of common courtesy or of racism?
Neighbors of the Forest Hills Country Club say they've had it with late-night parties at the private swim club. They say the partygoers are destroying their property and making their lives a living hell. But the owner of the club says the anger is more to do with the color of the patrons, not their actions. Barry Cunningham has this exclusive report.
By day, it's a swim club and summer camp for kids. The Forest Hills Country Club has been a private swim club for more than 35 years, with about 1,000 members. By night, the club hosts private dance parties with a bar, cabaret that doubles as a lunchroom for day campers, and a DJ. Over the years, the owner says he's received some noise complaints and summonses for liquor violations, but nothing like the barrage of official complaints that began July 3rd, after the club began hosting a series of late-night dances for predominantly black partygoers. This amateur video of the late-night traffic congestion along residential 70th Road indeed shows noisy partygoers arriving at the swim club long after midnight for parties that don't officially end until 4 a.m.
They're peeing on the lawns. A retired detective who lives one block down came out of his house. They were having sex on his car. They're blocking our driveways.
I believe it's racial.
Club owner Michael Riccotto says he had no problems with police or with his neighbors along 70th Road in Forest Hills when he was organizing dance parties for white college students. But now he says he's getting death threats and that he's been ticketed by the mayor's task force for what he calls ridiculous quality of life violations.
Black people walking through this neighborhood, I think, has been a problem.
What leads you to believe that?
Because I have been besieged by a slew of city agencies, everything from the State Liquor Authority to the EPA giving me a summons for the barbecue smell wafting over my wall over to where the horse stable is.
Some of Riccotto's angriest neighbors are themselves longtime members of the swim club. Grace Angle vented her anger today at club manager Neil Wilson.
We walked home the other night, Neil, and they were all on it. They were coming in droves.
They were coming droves if you have 1,000 people here.
Exactly, but now...
There were 1,000 people here on the 28th. There were no problems.
Our property. That's what we don't like. They're destroying our property.
Why being the crowd that destroyed the property previously? Just get this kind of airplane.
Would you like me to tell you that I found a condom under my lounge?
I'm sure you found much worse.
We have a businessman in pursuit of a buck, the almighty buck. Rather than saying, I am wrong, I am guilty, I'm sorry, I won't do this again, he lashes out and plays the race card.
Meanwhile, the buildings department is threatening to close down the swim club if the dance parties resume. The club lawyers say they can easily fight that one in court because this club has a grandfather clause. And the club owner says unless this community does something to help him pay the taxes, the dance parties will go on. At the Forest Hills Country Club, Barry Cunningham for the WB11 News at 10.
All right, let's talk about the hot weather. Yet another day of oppressive heat in the tri-state area. This is